This is the Guitar Lounge, located in my hometown, Retford in Nottinghamshire, and you can see on the map where it is. Now, since my family moved here in 1970, there have been many guitar shops that have opened and closed, and this one is the only one that has survived. And it's quite incredible because not only does it sell high-quality instruments, mainly guitars, ukuleles, mandolins, amplifiers, and I've seen some tom-toms, but real vintages, including pre-CBS Fenders from the 1950s. But what really caught my attention was this vintage Rickenbacker Electro-Spanish Model B tenor guitar, which were manufactured between 1935 and 1937. Shortly, Bob Murdoch, the owner, will introduce himself. One thing that he did not mention was that he previously had a 50% share in a guitar shop that I visited regularly when I was younger. That's Andy's Guitar Workshop on Denmark Street, London. That's like Tin Pan Alley. And that is a fascinating place. It's changed its ownership, but the shop remains. Here is Bob Murdoch introducing himself.
Okay, so welcome to the Guitar Lounge. As you said, the area's only dedicated music shop or guitar shop. Bob, myself, I've been in the business for about 45 years. Started as a 16-year-old lad at Johnson's Sound Around in Sheffield, and progressed. We did Tokai guitars for 20 years. We've done many vintage guitar shows all over the world, Dallas, Arlington, and all the ones all over America. Been to America 30 times. Then we've been over to China to the factories looking at various guitars, mainly Tokai, and now we've ended up in a little sleepy town called Retford in the middle of Nottinghamshire, and it's the best thing we've ever done. Me and my wife are here now and enjoying the town and everything to do with it.
Right, thanks. And I'm just looking around the shop. Do you mind? Now look at this. That's pretty unusual. As you can see, it's a Fender semi-acoustic.
Called an Acoustasonic.
Is that like a Telecaster, is it?
It's an acoustic.
Yes.
It's an acoustic guitar. And they make them in Mexico and they make them in America. One of them is made in Mexico, the other one's made in America.
Wow.
And then up there in the middle you've got a 1964 Gibson 345.
Now I think this is something similar to what John Lennon used in the later years of the Beatles, I think. Yeah. After he stopped using that Rickenbacker. I think it was an Epiphone.
Epiphone Casino.
Yeah. The shop. Do you mind if I include you in this?
Yeah,
I always ask because some people can be funny about that sort of thing.
You could be a star in Thailand.
There's a lot of promotional videos.
Okay, have a look. I'm showing the Mexican Fender Strat here because I'm going to ask Bob about these. What do you think about the Mexican Strat?
Very good. Very good. I sold one at the weekend.
I mean, okay, they're good, but they're a lot cheaper than a US.
Well, yeah, they are.
Is that because the name, or is the quality?
The quality is not as good as the US, but you know, you're talking 20% less probably.
Because I know that there was a lot of talk, I think it was some years ago, that the Squires were actually better than Fender at one stage. The US
they were
Fender.
in 1981.
Yes.
They made the JV Squires, and they were made in Japan. Some of them were made at the Tokai factory.
Yeah.
And I've sold a JV Squire from 81 that was in very good condition. I sold it for over £1,000.
Yeah.
So people recognise it because they had American hardware as well. You see, they had American pickups. So the JV Squire built in Japan, which is scrupulous quality control. You won't let anything out of the factory that's not 100%.
Yeah, because I've got it's a Fender Squire Telecaster Korean Silver Series. I think it's from '89 or something.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be pretty good. It sounds good, but that era was supposed to be good. I don't know.
Yeah, the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked Bob his opinion about self-tuning guitars.
Guitars, when Gibson did those self-tuning guitars,
I never had the older one.
they were a gimmick.
Yeah.
Everybody bought the guitar, took the machine heads off and put close-ons back on.
Yeah.
Damn expensive as well.
So that was my brief introduction to the Guitar Lounge in Retford. I'd like to thank Bob Murdoch for letting me film in his shop and for talking about his business. If you are a guitar enthusiast and you're looking for a particular brand of guitar or a vintage, I do suggest you contact Bob even if you don't live in the area. I do know that he deals with a lot of international customers. So, this is Sebastian Cooper saying thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye.